Peace. What's going on, everybody? Hope y'all having a fabulous Thursday thus far. Staying peaceful, staying productive, staying healthy, staying sane, staying positive. Just got a quick topic I want to touch on today, man. I want to just build on a fitness tip real quick. Want to talk about the abs, want to talk about the core. What's going on, Khadijah? What's going on, Amber? How y'all living? How this Thursday treating y'all? Hopefully y'all staying positive and healthy out here. But I want to touch on the core. I want to touch on the abs today, man, because that's a crucial topic. And I've been dealing with a lot of clients lately, and people don't really understand the intricacies and the science behind developing your abs, developing the core. Well, I'm gonna focus more on the abs, the stomach. So a lot of people have this goal, they want to flatten the stomach. What's going on? I'm nipping and Goldie. A lot of people have a goal of flattening the stomach. They don't necessarily want like the six pack and things of that nature, man. For the most part, most people just want to flatten the stomach. And that is the most stubborn body part to develop. And it's real simple as to why. But the simplicity in it is complicated to most. That's the irony of the whole situation. But before I dive into the science about that, the simple science, I want to build on the mathematics for the day. Today is the 10th. So that's knowledge cipher, all being born to knowledge. That's basically just dealing with examining your inner circle, because that will prove to be your foundation. So they say you can become, or you can resemble, those who you choose to hang around. So it's best to choose that inner circle wisely. And that's the simple mathematics for the day. Examine the people closest to you. Examine the people that you roll with. Examine the people that you call friends, family, or whatever the case may be. Examine the 5 closest people to you. That will be your foundation. Wherever you want to get in life, you should be hanging around people who have either already done it or on the same mission as you. If they are not, it's time to reevaluate that entire circle. And you may need to make some changes, man. So be mindful of who you hang around. Be mindful of who you share your dreams and aspirations with. It's a simple math for the day, man. Examine your immediate circle. Examine your inner circle. It should match your ambition, match your aspirations, match your vision, match your energy. If they don't, time to kick them out of the circle. As harsh as that may sound, but you got to protect your peace and sanity. So that's the math for the day. What's going on, y'all? What's going on, Beach Reincarnated? What's going on, Lachelle? What's going on, Lindell? How y'all living? Hopefully all is well on y'all end. Staying peaceful, positive, productive, healthy, all that good stuff. Like I said, I'm here to talk about the abs, man. I done had clients, because people don't understand. And this is not even just about the abs in regards to achieving fitness results. This applies to each and every body part. You do not achieve your results simply by working out. The results are not achieved in the gym. Even when your goal is to bulk up, like to get swole, to increase the muscle mass, this doesn't necessarily happen while you are lifting weights, while you are in the gym going hard. The results come to you when you rest and when you eat. So that's why it's important in regards to how you fuel the body and how much rest you get. It's a lot of small things like that we tend to overlook in regards to us achieving our fitness results. So I done had a lot of people say, oh, well, I'm always exercising. I'm always walking. I be going hard in the gym, yet I still don't see the results that I would like to see. When I start asking them about what they are eating, then all of a sudden all of a sudden they don't want they're not as elaborate in regards to what they are consuming on a daily basis. Then I ask them about rest. Come to find out they're not getting enough sleep and things of that nature. So it's real simple things like that can contribute to why you may not be achieving the physical results that you are striving for simply because you are working out. That's one part of the equation. You can work out as hard as anybody, but if you are not eating properly, if you are not resting properly, if you are not hydrating yourself properly, you will not see the results that you are striving to see, or striving for, and striving towards. What's going on, sweet tea? People do not understand that simple science. So again, I don't care how hard you're working out. Matter of fact, if anything, because I run into this problem a lot. There's a lot of people that say, oh, I go to the gym 6 or 7 days a week and I'm not seeing the weight fall off like it should. I'm not seeing my stomach develop how I want it to develop. I'm gonna give you some advice on that. If you're working out 6 or 7 days a week, you're working out too much. That could be another reason why you are not seeing the results. People think that, oh, just because I'm going to the gym every day, that means that I should see my results quicker. That's not what that means, man. You could be overworking the body, and that is not good. The body loves rest. That is when the body grows. When you are working out, when you are exercising hard, you are tearing the body down. People think that I work out each and every day. No, I work out every other day. I give my body time to rest. That is how I continue to see the results that I would like to see. Rest is important, man. You got to value your rest day. And what people don't understand about rest days, because you have something what's called active rest. So active rest days are what I encourage people to take. And that's simple. An active rest day it means you're not inactive on that rest day. You may be doing some light stretching. Some people do yoga. You can even do like some light body weight routines and things of that nature for about 15 to 20 minutes. So if you like a weightlifter, or if you like to do a lot of high intensity type training, you can do that 3 to 4 days a week. And in between those days, you do what's called active resting, light stretching, yoga, little body weight routines. Simple, just to get the blood flowing and the body moving. That's what an active rest day is, and that is what I encourage everyone to take. So again, and again, it's also helping with like the consistency. So a lot of people think, because I've ran into this problem too, a lot of people think if they take a full rest day, meaning they don't do anything, then it will throw them off track in regards to their consistency with working out. So in order to offset that, neutralize that, I encourage people to do what's called active resting. So you could just do some light stretching and some yoga, 20, 30 minutes on days where you're not lifting and going hard with a high intensity interval type of workout or routine. So in between those days, you want to have like at least 3 of those days, 3 of those active rest days a week. And then another thing that a lot of people do not include in their routines and their regimens, or what I like to call deload weeks. Deload weeks are simple, and I recommend you do this every 4 weeks. So 4 weeks, whether you are weightlifting or doing a high intensity interval training, go as hard as you can each week. Increase the intensity. Week 2 should be harder than week 1. Week 3 should be harder than week 2. Week 4 should be harder than week 3. Then we get to week 5. Week 5 should be easier than week 1. This is crucial. Week 5 should be easier and lighter than week 1. That is what a deload week is. That is giving your body the time it needs to rejuvenate, to replenish itself, to heal itself, to rest. You should do this every 4 weeks. On that 5th week, that should always be your deload week. Scale the intensity back. It should be easier than week 1. That is crucial. Your body will thank you later when you start incorporating deload weeks. So if you're doing a lot of high intensity interval training, week 5 should be real light. Real light. I'm talking about whatever you was doing week 1, whatever time. If you was doing stuff for 30 seconds a piece week 1, then take that down to 20 seconds for week 5. Trust me, when you start doing this, you will start to, your body will thank you. Your body will thank you quickly. Now, on top of that, Now I want to get down to the meat of the topic for what to do to develop the abs or flatten the stomach. Because a lot of people, like I said, they try to crunch their way to the six pack or to the flatter stomach. You cannot do that. If you think you are about to simply exercise your way to a flatter stomach, you are sadly mistaken, and you will end up discouraged, depressed, and experiencing a ton of suffering because you will not achieve your goal or results that you want to see. And it's simple. What ends up happening is, I know you all have seen this, most notably in men at the gym. You will see a lot of guys that have the big old gut, but it's like rock solid. So like it's a gut that's hanging out, but then if you tap the gut, it's like rock solid. And that's because that particular individual, while they have the gut, they do a lot of ab work. So what you are doing when you choose to do a lot of ab work, but neglect your diet, you are forming those that rock solid, those rock solid abs underneath the fat. Because when you neglect the diet, you are neglecting burning the fat from this particular area, the abdominal region. So if you neglect that diet and neglect that fat, yes, doing the ab work is developing the abs, but it's all underneath that fat. So that's why you will see those rock solid guts, because it's the abs being developed underneath all of that fat. The proper way to develop the abs is to burn the fat, get rid of that fat first, then work on toning up the abs. But first you want to get rid of the fat. That's a crucial point in your training. You want to get rid of the abdominal fat first, then develop the abs. A lot of people try to do this backwards because they don't want to change their diet. And that is crucial. That is where everything starts. They say abs are made in the kitchen. They are not lying to you all. That is where everything starts in regards to flattening the stomach. You really have to watch your sugar intake. That's big, like the artificial sugars and things of that nature. You need to stay away from the pastas, the breads, the cookies, the cakes. If you are trying to flatten that stomach, you need to stay away from those foods. The white rice, all that stuff, stay away from it. Then you want to it's like hidden sugar in certain condiments that we use, like mustard, ketchup. Look at the back of those. Look at the back of ketchup and see the sugar on the back with the ingredients. You will see that it's a lot of sugar in some of these ketchups out here. So you want to check the back of like your ketchup, your mustard, and all of those good things, man, because a lot of hidden sugar are in those particular products. And we don't know that a lot of times, man. So you want to get into the habit of reading the ingredients, reading the labels on the back of the foods that you consume. That's important, because if you're trying to flatten that stomach, you want to stay away from that sugar. And again, it's the artificial sugars, the added sugars. Not talking about your fruits. Fruits are okay. The only fruit that I may recommend staying away from, because we tend to overdo this fruit, like bananas. That may be the only fruit that I would say probably stay away from if you're trying to flatten the stomach. Other than that, all fruits are game in regards to developing the abs. Trust me, I consume a lot of fruits and my abs are solid. Abs are solid. I consume a lot of fruits. It's those artificial, those added sugars that you want to stay away from when you are striving to develop the abs. What's going on, Shine? We're going to get rid of that pot belly, man. We're going to get rid of that pot belly, but you want to stay away from the sugars, man. Do not overdo the sugars, and then stay away from sodas. That's another problem, which again, a lot of sugar are in the sodas, but you want to stay away from the sodas, man. A lot of people have a soda habit. Stay away from the sodas. I don't care if it's a diet soda. I don't care if it's an energy drink. I don't care whatever it is. Stay away from it. Only thing that you really need to be drinking at this particular point is water. Water. Stay away from the soda. What's going on, Kevin? Stay away from the sodas. Like I said, I don't care if it's diet. I don't even care if it's those store-bought smoothies. Stay away from those too. It's a lot of added sugar in a lot of added sugar in those store-bought smoothies. Stay away from those joints. Stay away from them. Stay away from them. That's how they get us. Got us thinking we are drinking healthy drinks when really we are not. Read the back of it. Read the back of it. You will see the added sugar. You will see 25, 30 grams. Like, you will see that. You're like, wait a minute. Like, wait a minute. This drink isn't as healthy as I thought. Sean, see, Like I'm saying, if you really want to flatten the stomach, I say stay away from all of that, even the juice. At this particular point, you want to just consume water or drink water. Drink half your body weight in ounces, or you can walk around with a gallon. And then, like I've done like I mentioned in a previous video, it's a tip called super hydration. Drink an ice cold gallon of water a day, and that helps expedite the fat burning process, and it helps burn that abdominal fat or that visceral fat. So you can drink an ice cold gallon of water a day, and that's called super hydration. That helps expedite or speed up the fat burning process. It's a little trick. So I recommend trying that ice cold gallon of water a day. They say try to drink at least half of it by noon and then finish it off by 6 p.m. Kevin, no doubt, man. Good afternoon to you, man. No problem. I'm going to just keep dropping the information. That's the only thing I know how to do. I'm going to just continue to do it. But yeah, get that water in that ice cold gallon of water a day. If you're looking to expedite the fat burning process. And a lot of people don't understand, like this abdominal fat, what they call visceral fat is important, man. You want to shrink this. You want to shrink this abdominal fat, man, because that's one of the determining factors of if you will be prone to like diabetes. So a lot of people focus on BMI, body fat, the weight. A lot of people should focus on the visceral fat. The visceral fat is crucial. You want to try to get that in the single digits if you can. Ronnie Ron, what's going on? Like that abdominal fat, that stubborn belly fat that we strive to get rid of so hard. That's one of the determining factors for diabetes. So the more abdominal or the more visceral fat you have, the more prone you are to diabetes. The less abdominal fat or the less visceral fat that you have, the less susceptible you are to attaining diabetes, type 2 diabetes. And that's crucial. So focus on getting the visceral fat down. Focus on shrinking that stomach, shrinking that waist, shrink all of that. Focus on it because it's crucial. It's crucial. But like I said, sugar is the main thing. Sugar is one of the main things that hold people back. That hold people back from shrinking that stomach, or not shrinking, but flattening that stomach. So you want to focus on, like I said, limiting the breads, the pastas, the cookies, the cakes, the chips, all that unnecessary stuff. Want to limit that. The sodas. I don't care if it's diet soda. I don't care about that. We don't drink diet sodas. The diet sodas are sometimes worse than the actual regular soda itself. Diet sodas are trash. What's going on, Cynthia Wisdom Seeker? Those store-bought smoothies, trash. Some of those teas. A lot of times people, I drink teas, and it's a lot of them store-bought teas. A lot of those have added sugar. Sometimes, not sometimes, a lot of times, coffee. A lot of people oversaturate their coffee with sugar and creamer, all that stuff that is unnecessary. Just by eliminating coffee, some people can shrink or flatten that stomach. Just by eliminating coffee, man. Some people have a bad coffee habit. And that's one of the reasons why they cannot flatten that stomach the way that they want to flatten it, because they drink too much coffee. Ronnie Ryan, depends on where you get the green tea from. Some of those store-bought green teas, if you look on the back of them, can have a little too much added sugar. So you just always want to read the ingredients, read the labels on the back. If the added sugar is 0 or real low, single digits, cool. But if that added sugar, or if the sugar content is too high, stay away from it. Best thing you could be drinking is water. So a lot of times we drink these teas and stuff like that because we're trying to substitute the tea for like the soda. Just drink the water. Rule of thumb, like you shouldn't drink anything before you get your recommended intake of water. So if you need to drink that ice cold gallon of water a day, don't drink anything until that ice cold gallon of water a day has been completed. So that's a good rule of thumb. If you drinking half your body weight in ounces, don't drink anything until half your body weight in ounces have been drank. Lindell, I don't do the apple cider vinegar. I don't do it. So it's not something that I really throw out there, recommend and suggest to people. I don't do it, so I don't recommend people to do it. I only pretty much recommend what I have experimented with on myself, man, and things based off my studies, man. So it's real simple. Cynthia Wisdom Seeker, I don't even fool with the ginger ale. But yeah, Sean, fruit and water can do it. Then you want to throw your greens into the mix. Definitely want to throw your greens into the mix. But you definitely want to stay away from like the pastas and the breads and all that, all the processed foods, man. You want to eat as clean as possible. Clean as possible. If you're trying to shred up, clean. You got to eat clean. You got to eat clean. It's crucial. And you cannot slip up in no way, shape, or form. I'm telling you, the stomach area is the most stubborn. It is really hard to develop it. Really hard. It's complicated. You don't want to do anything that will compromise any results that you are striving for. Collard greens are good, beast reincarnated. Kevin Finley, do you do the lemon water yourself? Like, do you get the water and put the lemon in it, or you buy this lemon water from somewhere? And then y'all already know I talk a lot about intermittent fasting. So fasting most definitely will help expedite the process in regards to flattening the stomach. When you're doing cardio, man, do your cardio in the fastest state, meaning you haven't had anything to eat like 3 hours prior to the cardio. So a lot of times it's best to do that right when you wake up. Right when you wake up, get right to the money, get right to the cardio. So doing your cardio in a fasted state will help flatten that stomach tremendously. And then another thing that I recommend too, it's another thing that I recommend while you're in that fasted state, you're doing a cardio, also do ab work. Also do ab work. I'm a big fan of like doing extreme cardio and then doing some extreme ab work. Trey Reese, this the thing. This what I'm gonna tell you. You can do anything. It's a matter of will it be effective if I do it. So you can eat fast food and then not eat none for the rest of the day, but that's not necessarily healthy at all. Because you got to think about it. When you eat that one meal, that's your fuel. So food is energy. Food is fuel. So if you eating fast food, we know that's bad fuel. So if that's the only thing that you will eat, then you know for that next day and the time after that, that is going to be utilized as fuel for you. And we don't want that bad fuel fueling our bodies because we will end up feeling trash, feeling depleted. So you can definitely eat the fast food and then not eat for the rest of the day, but you will feel terrible. You will feel terrible. So you do not want to do that. Because again, food is energy, food is fuel. It's almost like when you put bad gas in that car, man, and that car struggles to start up and things like that, man. It doesn't run as smoothly as it does with good gas in the car. So just think of yourself as something similar to that vehicle. So you want to put the proper fuel into your system at all times, man. Okay, Kevin. Yeah, most definitely. Like that's cold. There you go. Keep doing that. Can't beat the lemons. Can't beat the lemons. And can't beat the water. Oh, Pablo, most definitely. Most definitely. And that's what I was hitting at. You can do whatever you want to do. It's a matter of if it's going to be effective and healthy or not. So I don't recommend fasting and then going back to eating terrible foods. And that's a lot of people don't understand that. And I don't want to say they don't understand that, but I have to explain this a lot of times when I break down intermittent fasting to people. Because when I tell people that you can eat within that 5-hour window, or you can eat within that 8-hour window. A lot of people be like, well, I can eat anything that I want. No, you always want to focus on eating as clean as possible, whether you are intermittent fasting or not. Because another thing that people don't understand in regards to the science of fasting, the way that you transition into the fast is crucial. And the way that you break the fast is crucial. To transition into the fast, you need to be eating light foods. You need to be eating greens. You need to be eating fruits. Real light. You don't want to be eating heavy foods. As as Trey mentioned, if you eating fast food, which would be a heavy food, a heavy meal, if you eating that before you fast, it's not going to work. You're going to feel horrible. Like I said, you want to eat light going into the fast. That's going to make that transition into the fast a lot smoother. So the fast will be a lot easier for you. But if you eat heavy before that fast, man, you're going to feel terrible every time. Because now that heavy food, that toxic food, circulating in the blood, circulating through the bloodstream, those toxins are leaving the body. And that's why you feeling trash. But if you eat clean before the fast, then you have clean foods circulating through the bloodstream, making you feel good, because that's your fuel for the fast. Your fuel for the fast are the foods that you consume before the fast. So that's why you can determine a lot about yourself while fasting. If you feel terrible, like hours into the fast, man, that's showing how toxic you are. If you can fast for a day and barely notice that you were fasting, that's showing how clean you are. But you can determine a lot about yourself when you analyze how your body reacts to a fast. Trayon Goodman, what's good, man? I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Peace to you. I'll send to your wisdom secret, no doubt. But yeah, a lot of people do not understand that. So when I say intermittent fasting, and you doing, let's say, the 19-5, within that 5-hour window, you don't want to consume any and everything. You want to consume clean foods, dark leafy greens, fruits, your beans, your whole grains, your nuts, your seeds. You still want to eat plant-based within that window. Within that window. You do not want to pig out on junk food. You do not want to pig out on fast food. You do not want to pig out on a ton of processed foods. Your window, you want to keep it clean. Because again, when you go that 19 hours on that fast, that food that you consume during that 5-hour window is going to be used as fuel to get you through that fast. If you put that bad energy into your system, then that's the type of energy you will experience while you are fasting. We don't want to experience that energy while we are fasting, because then that's what leads to us breaking the fast sooner than we need to. So it's real simple science. When you know that you are about to fast, and this is more so for like those 24-hour fasts, especially like when you about to go on them prolonged fast, 24, 48 hours, you really want to watch how you ease into that fast, man. The day before a 24-hour, 48-hour fast, it needs to be filled with light foods, soups, salads, fruits, real light foods. Then when you break the fast, if you study the mucusless diet healing system, they tell you to break the fast with like vegetable broth or something like that, man, or like some veggies, some steamed vegetables. So if you study Arnold Ehret and the mucusless diet healing system, they tell you to break the fast with like vegetable stew, vegetable broth, steamed veggies or something like that. But you want to keep it as light as possible, man. You could break it with a smoothie or something. You want to break the fast with a light meal. And this is if you are fasting or not. I mean, because breakfast in and of itself is called breaking the fast. So it always should be a light meal. But especially when you done just went for 24 hours without food. Emmanuel Briggs, peace. What's going on with you? Montel, most definitely, man. Yeah, Pablo. See the homemade, the homemade pancakes. Depending on how you make them, some of those can be healthy, but breaking the fast, no good. Yeah, that's one of those foods that you definitely don't want to break the fast with. Your body will not respond that well to those pancakes after fasting. So you definitely want to look into lighter foods. So let's say you fast for 24 hours, man, and you just doing it. Let's say you doing it one day out the week. So you fast for 24 hours, and then to break that fast the next day, you want to have, like I said, the vegetable broth, steamed veggies, some soup or something like that. Break the fast. Then you have you another light meal for like lunch or something. Then another light meal for dinner. So keep it like that whole entire next day. And then the day after that, if you want to add a homemade pancakes for breakfast, it's cool. You just don't want to have a homemade pancakes after you break a fast. And it also depends on what the goal is. Like if your goal is to flatten the stomach, then I may recommend staying away from the pancakes, period. But if you have another goal, if you're trying to, increase your muscle mass and stuff like that, because a lot of people are trying to gain, not everybody is striving to lose. So if you're looking to increase your muscle mass, get your calories in, homemade pancakes can benefit you. So it depends on what your goal is and what your goals are. Yeah, Montel, them pancakes are definitely heavy on the system for like a breakfast meal as soon as you break the fast, man. If anything, it's best to have them like midday. Contrary to what most people will believe, but it would be best to have the pancakes like in the middle of the day for almost like lunch, because that's when your digestive system is most active and it can handle those heavier foods and heavier meals. So it'd be best to have that type of meal or those type of foods midday. But in the morning times, no sir. Like you want to have some light foods, primarily fruits. Like I said, unless you are breaking the fast like from 24 hours or 48 hours, then the steamed veggies, vegetable broth, or like some little soups, like tomato soup or something like that. Emmanuel Briggs, have you ever heard of lentil soup? Like I food with lentil soup. That's like the best soup. Like you cannot beat lentil soup. Lentil soup is one of the best soups out there. Packed with protein and a bunch of other vitamins and minerals, man. Lentil soup is great. It's like this what was I getting? It's like a little kale and black bean soup. That's another one that I've had, like a little kale, black bean type soup. Montel is basically like tomato soup with like lentils in it. Then you have like whatever other veggies and beans you want to put in it, like corn, sweet peas, black beans, and you kind of just make your own soup out of that, man. Like okra, whatever you want to put in there, man. Julie, what's going on? The gym is fantastic. Steady growing, steady evolving. So the gym is fantastic. I appreciate you for asking, but the gym is doing good business as well. Matter of fact, I got some clients in about the next hour or so that I got to run through the ground. All right, Pablo. So someone who's bigger and deals with constipation and hunger. First off, I'm gonna eliminate the word hunger. When you are fasting, for the most part, those hunger pains are simply your body crying out for water. So you're really thirsty. So you're not actually hungry. I mean, for you to really be hungry, you have got to literally almost fast for like a week, man, because your body got to burn through the sugar. It's got to burn through the glycogen. Then it's got to burn through the fat. Then it's got to burn through the muscle, the protein, all that, the amino acids and all that good stuff, man. It almost takes about 2 to 3 days for your body to burn through the fat, to burn through the sugar or the glucose, the glycogen, whatever you want to call it. So it takes almost about 3 days for us to get through that. So if you 24-hour fasting, trust me, you are not hungry, because that's how the body evolved. The body evolved to store nutrients as fat. So you got to tap into them fat reserves, and then you got to tap into the muscle. So you got a long ways to go before you actually get hungry. You can go days without eating, so you're not hungry. Now with the constipation, that can be crucial, because basically all that's stating to me is you're not eating enough fiber. So you will have to work on, while you are not fasting, consuming fiber-rich foods. Beans, dark leafy greens are the best. So if constipation is an issue, it really don't have anything to do with fasting. It's more so the fiber intake. Try to get about 35 to 40 grams of fiber a day. A lot of people do not get the recommended daily intake of fiber. So a lot of people are deficient when it comes to fiber. So focus on getting that fiber up, because that's the real reason why you're constipated in the first place. It's the fiber, lack of fiber. Most definitely, man, you get on it. Oh, no doubt, Julie. You already know where to find me. You know where to find me. So yeah, like I said, man, when it comes to the stomach, man, it's real simple. Stay away from the processed foods, man. Stay away from the artificial sugar, man. Consume real foods. Consume your fruits, your organic fresh fruits, your veggies, whole grains. Drink your water. You can practice superhydration. The ice cold gallon of water a day. Fool with that. Limit your dairy intake. Do not overly consume the meat. Of course, we know that can contribute to that abdominal fat that we do not want. Practice intermittent fasting. I just got off a fruit fast myself. I went the whole day yesterday, strictly fruits and water. That was it. And I was feeling fantastic, man. So do small things like that, man, on a weekly basis, man. You should do some form of fasting, whether it's a fruit fast, like a raw food fast, or just a pure water fast. You should do at least 1 or 2 of those a week. Tamel, intermittent fasting is one of the best things you can do for belly fat. One of the best things you can do. Lindell, I don't recommend laxatives at all. Those can actually cause internal damage. So I stay away from the laxative. Just get the fiber intake up. But Tamel, intermittent fasting, it might be the key for developing abs. And then another thing that I forgot to mention was rest, man. Make sure you get the proper rest and minimize your stress, because a lot of your weight gain, a lot of the abdominal fat can be caused via stress. And when you don't get the proper rest, that's stress in and of itself. So you need to rest, man, to give your body the time that it needs to rejuvenate, replenish itself from the damage that's caused by exercise and, man, by stressing ourselves out on that daily basis, man. The body needs time and needs rest in order to heal and grow and develop. Montel, there you go. Cook it up. Emmanuel Bread, yep, red beans are cool. Yeah, red beans are cool. Red beans are definitely cool. And then, and notice, I've talked about developing the core, developing the abs without mentioning what to do in the actual gym when you are exercising. Tamel, for the most part, I do full 24-hour fast when I go on fast. I go for 24 hours, either pure water or like a raw food fast. So I try to do like 1 or 2 of those a day. But when I'm talking to clients, man, it's all about what works for you. And then they say if you're trying to expedite the fat burning process via fasting, then they say 19 hours is like the golden time in regards to optimizing the fat burning or getting to the fat burning quickly or quicker than you would on any other form of fasting. So you want to at least go 19 hours. So the 19.5 is the best form of fasting in regards to expediting the fat burning process. So I recommend people to start with the 19.5 if you're trying to really flatten that stomach and get rid of that belly fat. Then I also, on top of that, I recommend changing up your fasting methods. So if you've been doing the 19.5 for 4 weeks, for the next 4 weeks, try alternate day fasting. Then when you do that for 4 weeks, go back to the 19.5. Then when you do that for another 4 weeks, go on the 5-2. Eat 5 days, fast for 2 days. So you want to switch it up about every 4 weeks in regards to the methods, man, because you want to shock the body. You don't want the body to adapt and adjust to any fasting method, because once that happens, you will hit that wall, you will plateau, and you may even go backwards. So you want to always change up your fasting methods. Never stick to just one method. Implement all of them. Yeah, plant-based is almost becoming popular now. But yeah, like I was saying, man, I've been talking about kind of what to eat. Now, some important things in regards to Lindell Bacon. But some important things, some important tips in regards to exercise and your abs. So a few different ways you need to work out those abs, because I'm not totally saying that if you just change the way that you eat, then your abs will develop. You also want to focus on toning them up. And this is where exercise, this is where the ab workouts come into play. When it comes to developing or toning up the abs and shaping them up, you want to do strength training. A lot of people think that we got to do crunches and sit-ups. For one, sit-ups can be bad on the back. So I recommend crunches before I recommend sit-ups. But a lot of people don't understand that by strength training, doing squats, barbell squats, deadlifting, even bench press, your abs are involved in that. That helps develop the core. So you want to do some strength training to develop those abs. That's number one. Number two, you want to focus on doing a lot of weighted ab exercises. I'm going to repeat that again. You want to focus on doing a lot of weighted ab exercises. Grab you a dumbbell. If you got access to a plate, grab a plate, kettlebell, medicine ball, anything that has weight to it. You want to do some weighted exercises, some Russian twists, V-ups with the weight. You can even do crunches with the weight. You want to do side bends with a weight. So you want to add weighted exercises, weighted ab exercises to your regimen, to your routine. Then third thing that you want to focus on, you want to do a lot of circuit style training to really tax the abs. So you want to do 3-4 ab exercises, back to back to back to back, no rest in between. And you will feel the burn. Like I said, I posted a 2-minute ab video on my YouTube about 2 days ago. You do everything 20 seconds. It's like 6 exercises, 20 seconds apiece. And you feel the burn, and that only takes you 2 minutes to do. You want to do a lot of things like those in regards to developing the abs. And a lot of people, and another thing too, do not neglect the obliques. A lot of people just do the crunches, they do the sit-ups, They do the knee raises, the leg lifts, they do the twists, they do all that good stuff, focus on the lower abs and the upper abs. But we neglect the side. We neglect the obliques. Do the bends. Those are one of the main things you can do for them. And you can even do side crunches. But you do not want to neglect your obliques at all. Work the side portion of your abdominals. Do not neglect them. A lot of people do that. I do not see a lot of people pay attention to the side portion of the abs, man. So that's crucial. Make sure you are doing some side oblique exercises weekly, at least 2 to 3 times a week. Make sure you are tending to the side, the obliques. So those are 3 crucial things, man. You strength train, you do weighted ab exercises, and then you do a lot of circuit training in regards to the abs. You do not want to rest a lot when it comes to ab work. When it comes to ab work, you want to keep your rest time down. You do not want to be resting for longer than 30 seconds when it comes to ab work. You want to get straight to the money when it comes to abs. Omnipotent Goldie, man, burpees are one of my favorite things to do. Sean, you could touch those abs at least 5 times a week. 5 days a week. And then you should do about 3 to 4. I say about 3 to 4 ab movements a day or each workout. And then no more than 3 sets of each ab exercise. So 3 sets, 4 ab movements. And you don't have to go too crazy with the reps, especially if you're doing weighted. It's progression. But when you focus on, a lot of people don't understand the rep schemes too. So when you focus on, when you're doing weighted ab exercises, what's happening for the most part, because you're probably going to start with lower reps, you strengthening the core. That's strength. That's strength, and that's building muscle. That's building muscle in the abdominal area, which is what you want. More muscle you build, less fat that you have. So weighted ab exercises are doing just that, building the muscle, hypertrophy. That's what's happening. Then you want to mix that. When you eliminate the weight and you're doing body weight ab movements, now you want to increase the reps. Go 15, 20. So with the weighted movements, you want to go about 10 to 12. When you drop the weight and you do pure body weight ab exercises, 15 to 20 reps. And keep the rest time down. All right. So 6 day DSA, if the abs easily cramp when you doing crunches, I'm hardcore. I say work through the cramps, but crunches are not the only thing that you can do. So again, you can try the seated twist. You can try leg lifts. There are other variations of crunches that you can do that may not cause the crunch. Is when you lay flat, like your legs straight, you land flat, and then you just kind of bring the chin up and you point your toes toward the chin, and then you just try to make them meet. So that's a variation of the crunch that you can do that will probably alleviate the cramping. But just experiment with different ab exercises. And like I said, you stay tuned to my channel. I post a lot of them. So you could just choose the ones that don't cause that cramp. Or you just gotta lower the reps. Gotta start low. So if you cramping at 10, then start with 8. Then when you master 8, move it up to 9. So slowly work your way up to a certain number. And then pay attention to what you consuming before you work out, because that can be causing a cramp. Or it could be more so what you consuming, or it could be a lack of something. So you may need some more potassium. Maybe you need to eat some more avocados if you are experiencing cramping. Oh, Emmanuel Briggs, for tight hamstrings, I would do some like Romanian deadlifts, some stiff leg deadlifts. That stretches those stretch the hamstrings tremendously. Some stiff leg deadlifts, Romanian deadlifts. Those are perfect for the tight hamstrings because I've had tight hamstrings, as I can speak from experience. Lottie D, yeah, the wheel is great. The wheel is fantastic. Then you want to work your way up when you can get access to a barbell with some weights on. You want to put some weights on that barbell and you want to roll out on that barbell. That's going to be way more challenging than that wheel. So you want to work your way up to that too. So that's what I do. You get that barbell, you roll out as you would do on the wheel. Darius, you got it. Oh, Vito, for beginners, like I said, the simple beginner ab routine is real simple. All you gotta do is stick to the basics. You plank, you do crunches, you do seated Russian twists, and then you do side bends. So when you are a beginner and you touching your ass for like the first time, keep it simple. Regular planks, seated twists, crunches, side bends. Do the side bends with a light dumbbell. Anti-male, the foods that you want to stay away from, the pastas, the breads, the cookies, the cakes, all the processed foods, all the fast foods. Then you want to stay away from the artificial sugar, the added sugar. So stay away from the sodas, the diet sodas, the energy drinks. Like you really should just be drinking water. And even those store-bought smoothies, do not fool with those. A lot of added sugar in those. So you really want to watch the added sugar, the artificial sugar. Like fruits are cool. It's the added sugar that they put in a lot of these products that don't necessarily need the sugar. And then watch for things like ketchup, mustard, man. They put a lot of added sugar. They add a lot of sugar to those particular items. So you always want to read the label and look at the added sugar. But the breads, the pastas, the cookies, the candies, the cakes, all that good stuff, the white rice, you want to stay away from all of that. You want to eat real food. Real food. They say if you can't pronounce the ingredients or if it has more than like 4 or 5 ingredients, don't fool with it. You might want to live that long for a minute. Oh, Darius, I'm gonna put out a workout. I'm putting out 3 workouts a week. The next workout is coming Saturday. Yeah, I'm good. We doing that. We doing that 3 times a week. I'm posting 3 workouts a week, and I'm gonna work my way up to more than that. But I'm gonna give y'all 3 workouts a week. So that's already happening. So Saturday morning, I'm gonna be doing my next workout, and I'm gonna post that. Yeah, we gonna get to the money. Yeah, y'all, if y'all follow me, y'all got access to a trainer because we gonna get to the money. I'm posting all my workouts. All y'all gotta do, follow along and do them. And then eat right, and I guarantee y'all will see y'all body transform. So I'm gonna give y'all those workouts. Kevin Finley, I fool with black seed oil. Yeah, I definitely rock with black seed oils. Lindell, I don't even rock with the sports drinks. I used to do it back in the day, haven't had one in I don't even remember how long. And Mike, when it comes to doing crunches, it depends on what stage you are in. If you're on the beginner stage, I recommend about 15. About 3 sets of 15, working your way up to about 20. And then once you work your way up to about 20, then you want to start adding weight to the crunches. There you go, Thunder Scorpion. You got it. Oh, yeah, Darius, we about to get to it. We dropping all this content on top of the workouts. It's gonna be a one-stop shop. You can be able to get your workout on, then we're gonna get some knowledge all on the same channel. Now, how many channels are doing that? Most of the time it's either or. I'm finna give you all of that. Y'all about to get the workouts that I'm giving y'all are the workouts that I do. So it's gonna be challenging, but I'm gonna also give y'all like modified versions of certain exercises if some of them are a little difficult. So it's definitely gonna happen. All y'all got to do, like I said, are do the workouts. You do all the workouts that I post, and you can semi eat clean, and you're gonna see the results. Nicole, brown rice if you can, or quinoa. Like quinoa is cool, but brown rice, quinoa, just stay away from the white rice. And if you must do the white rice, then you got to add beans to the mix. Gotta add beans to the mix because that lowers the glycemic index, which means the sugar spike, basically. So if you gotta do the white rice, they say to add beans to the mix. Black beans, red beans, kidney beans. Add the beans to the mix. That makes them a tad bit healthier. Hey, Ty Mel, man, I appreciate y'all tuning in. Oh, you most definitely, man. I had tight hamstrings for a long time, man. Back when I ran track in high school, I pulled my hamstring several times. So I know all about rehabbing hamstring. I know a lot about rehabbing a lot of body parts. I know a lot about rehabbing shoulders, backs, hamstrings. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all will get all that game. If your back is a problem, stay tuned. I got a back routine that'll save your life. Oh, Thunder Scorpion, most definitely, man. That's one thing and it was one of those dub moments. It's like, man, I be in here killing myself in the gym. It's like, man, let me just go ahead and record myself. I don't know why I hadn't been doing it. I was just like, man, it's crazy. Like, what am I on? So let me record these workouts and then just put it on YouTube. I don't know what I was on, man. I was so focused on the talking to y'all, man. I was like, man, let me post my workouts. Like, I am a trainer, so I was like, I'm out here tripping, man. I'm tripping. I was literally tripping. So we gonna get to the money. Like I said, Saturday, the next workout will be posted. It's probably gonna be an ab-based routine, but all you got to do is do it. And I appreciate you, Mike. Like I said, I appreciate y'all tuning in. And Darius, man, I'm telling you, I got this. It's like a little yoga routine for the lower back. I'm telling you, save your life. I'm gonna definitely do it one of these days, man. I'm gonna film the whole thing, and y'all gonna know exactly what to do. And I recommend when I post this back routine, do it about 3 to 4 times a week, man. And y'all will notice how that back started to feel. I didn't even have people that had shoulder issues. I've done some little shoulder routines, and they implemented the shoulder routine that I've done, man. Say they shoulder improved tremendously. I'm Nipping and Goldie. I definitely got you. That back video that I'm talking about, that's a stretching video because it's more so stretching that lower back. A little bit of yoga involved in the mix. Thunder Scorpion, the name of the gym is Almighty Fitness. Emmanuel Briggs, I haven't posted the breathing video yet. That's coming soon. And a lot of and then also with the breathing, pay attention when I post my workout videos. Pay attention to the way that I'm breathing. Outside of when I talk, like when I'm actually doing the exercises, you will notice that you will not hear me breathing. You will not hear me breathing that crazy. That's because I'm focusing on controlling that breathing. My mouth is not open. I'm not gasping for the air by opening my mouth. Like, pay attention to that. When I'm posting my workouts, just pay attention to how I'm actually breathing. That's crucial. Yeah, so Saturday, on top of me probably going live again, I'm going to definitely have a workout video for y'all. Definitely have a workout video for y'all, man. It's probably, like I said, going to be ab-based. So look to work your abs on Saturday. Oh, Cynthia Wisdom Seeker. Late 50s. It'd be the same thing I recommend somebody in their early 20s that's starting back working out. Not starting back, but just starting up a workout routine. You want to start with mastering your body weight. So a lot of like body weight squats. You want to work on push-ups. You can do the modified version of the push-ups. Get you some light dumbbells, like some 5-pound dumbbells. Do you some bent over rows, some shoulder presses. Then you want to do you some curls, some bicep curls. Then you can do like tricep extensions with the same dumbbells, which is over the head. Then you just extending up like that with the dumbbell. You done pretty much touched on every body part. Do some calf raises and then touch on the abs by doing the planks, crunches, seated twists, then side bends. And that's a routine right there for you. And then the rep scheme, so about three sets, and I'll say about 10 to 12 reps starting off. Adrian Harris for the thigh and the hip size. What you want to focus on with that? Yeah, I'm gonna focus more so on the thigh size. This is where this is where reps come into play, the rep schemes. So when you are doing leg movements, like squats, lunges, whatever the case may be, whatever your leg routine is, you want to focus on higher reps to reduce size. So if you are striving to reduce any body part, the size of any body part, you want to go more than like 15 with the reps. So if you're doing squats, 3 sets, 20, 25. Lunges, 3 sets, 20, 25. Leg press, 3 sets, 20, 25. Glute raises, 3 sets, 20, 25. Them glute raises definitely going to work on the hips. The glute raises definitely work on the hips. So when you're talking about hips, you want to do a lot of glute work. So a lot of glute raises, man, you want to work on those squats. And then for the thighs, when you're focusing on the thighs, make sure the squat is got to be a real deep squat, man, and really work on those thighs. And you want to get you, like I said, 20, 25 reps. And then you can do you some leg extensions. Those work on the thighs. So if you go to a gym, get on the leg extension machine, 3 sets, 20, 25. Those will reduce the thigh size. Hey, Nicole, I appreciate you. Send to your wisdom seeker. Tell your aunt, let's get it. Let's get it. Matter of fact, my older clients, they go harder than my younger clients. That's the world we live in. My 50 and up people go hard. Those are my best clients. All right, Emmanuel, I got you. I definitely got you. Like I said, stay tuned. I got you. I know how to rehab all of those body parts. I know how to rehab all of those body parts, and it's real simple. All you got to do is just do the stuff. Real simple. But y'all, I didn't hit that hour mark, man. So I got to get up out of here, man. I gotta get some training in, man. I got 2 more sessions. I got 2 more classes. Got to run them through the ground. Y'all know how I get down, man. So y'all enjoy the rest of this Thursday, man. Y'all stay peaceful, stay healthy, stay sane, stay productive, stay positive, stay powerful, all that good stuff, man. You build on the positive, destroy the negative. So y'all enjoy this Thursday evening. I'm going to holler back at y'all possibly Saturday, but I'm most definitely post a workout video. So I'll be hollering at y'all Saturday, man. Y'all stay easy out here. Peace.